This is one of our most frequently asked questions. Can flying squirrels make good pets? And the answer may surprise you, so keep watching to find out. As many of you know, we are flying squirrel rescuers and rehabilitators. We also do educational outreach, and one of the most frequently asked questions is, can flying squirrels make good pets? And people ask this for a variety of reasons. Sometimes they've seen videos online of people with pet flying squirrels that are doing really cool tricks, or the person may have found a flying squirrel in their attic and they want to know if they can keep it, or maybe they just want to know because they're curious. But in any case, we always answer no, flying squirrels cannot make good pets. In fact, we don't feel that any native wild animal makes a good pet. And there are several reasons for this. The first reason is because most flying squirrels are wild caught. Even if someone says that their flying squirrel is a captive bred, domesticated flying squirrel, they're not. Flying squirrels in the pet trade are almost always wild caught, and the laws and regulations in place to protect flying squirrels prohibit the capture of them in the wild. So even if it's being sold as a pet, it was captured in the wild. The next reason is because flying squirrels need a lot of space to roam, and they're very good at escaping. A flying squirrel needs a minimum of 100 square feet of space just to be able to climb around in, and it needs more than that if it's going to be able to glide. If you let a flying squirrel go in your backyard, it's going to escape, and it's probably not going to survive because it's going to be vulnerable to predators such as cats and dogs, cars, and other dangers. Also, flying squirrels are nocturnal, which means that if you're trying to keep them as a pet, you're going to be up at night when they're active, and you're going to be trying to sleep when they want to be awake. So it's just not a good fit. And finally, flying squirrels are protected by law in most states, and it is illegal to keep them as pets. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Services prohibits the taking, possession, or sale of flying squirrels. Now, there are some states that do allow you to keep flying squirrels as pets, but you must have a permit to do so. And these permits are only granted to those who can prove that the flying squirrel was born in captivity to parents that were also born in captivity. So now that you know why flying squirrels cannot make good pets, let's talk about what you should do if you found an injured flying squirrel, a sick flying squirrel, or a baby flying squirrel. First of all, you should never feed a wild animal chocolate or milk. Neither of these are good for them. However, you can offer the baby squirrel Pedialyte or sugar water and a little bit of soft food like scrambled eggs or mashed banana. Please do not try to feed formula to a flying squirrel. They do not digest it well, and it will make them very sick. If the flying squirrel is not hurt, then the best thing to do is to put it in a cardboard box with some ventilation holes and leave it outside. Do not bring it inside. Leave it outside and check on it every couple minutes to make sure that it's okay. Once mom comes back, she will take care of it. If you absolutely cannot leave the box outside, such as if it's freezing cold or it's the middle of the night, then you can bring it inside. But please place it in a cardboard box with ventilation holes and do not handle it unless you absolutely have to. If the flying squirrel is hurt or sick, then the best thing to do is to take it to a wildlife rehabilitator as soon as possible. If you do not know of a wildlife rehabilitator in your area, you can contact your local animal control or humane society, and they should be able to direct you to one. You can also contact us through the provided email, and we will try to help you find a rehabilitator in your area. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Remember, it is illegal to keep flying squirrels as pets in most states. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.